Right, I'm just going to do this core video. It's going to be about 10-15 minutes. I'm going to briefly go over some principle stuff and then I'm going to get straight into it. So it'll not be like kind of sweaty or intense. It's just mainly going to get you kind of focused on where you should be feeling, where you should be breathing, etc. So make your way down onto your back. Okay, right. So just having the feet kind of hips distance, and you're going to take one hand, kind of if you lift up so you can take it to your lower back. You don't want to be squashing too much down. You don't want to be rising up. So just a gentle kind of push down. And I want you to take your index finger and your middle finger to the, obviously not to your ribs, to like your stomach. And I want you to breathe into your fingers. So breathe laterally into the sides. And just as you breathe in, rather than letting everything else get involved, just focus on breathing into that area. So really expand laterally into the sides. So when you're doing this is another video. So I'm just going to get you to get brief principle. I'll send you another video link to this. Okay. So when you're breathing, I really want you to focus on breathing into the sides of the ribs and obviously really puffing out the belly and just kind of really getting all of this solid. So when you're moving, when you're doing the core exercise, you're using your core efficiently. Okay. With that in mind, just focusing obviously on that. And we're going to go through into the next exercise. So going through into dead bug. So you can either take the arms up and do it like kind of leg lifts, arm lifts, but normally I'll just do it with the legs lifted. So if you lift the legs up, so you've got knees in line with hips, as you've lifted your legs up, you might find that you want to arch your back. So just remember your hand placement of where that was. And then from here, you're going to just go opposite arm, opposite leg, and bring it back in. Like I say, just keep moving with this. So you're going to inhale as you go back, exhale as you bring it back. Just keep moving through this. Like I say, you might feel like, oh, this is not really doing a lot. It's not really a out of puff sort of exercise. But if you're doing it properly, you should be feeling it. You should be working those deeper muscles. And obviously you should be breathing properly too. Breathe in, going away. Breathing out, come back. Right, 4 more. And then just rest that down. We'll just go through the next exercise. If you need to adjust anything, just adjust. Right, you're going to interlock your fingers and take your hands behind your head. We're going to go through a chest lift. I'm going to do this little trick which helps you to kind of deepen it and you really feel it. So you're going to take a breath in here, a breath out as you use your core to lift up head and chest. Exhale at the top. Just make your way down and up a few times first before then add in. Breathe in as you come down, breathe out as you lift. Just keep moving through this. I'll keep going through cues. As you lift up, navel draws down, hands should just be lightly supporting your head. You shouldn't be using your hands to pull and yank your head up. Okay, on your next one, you're going to stay lifted. From here, you're going to reach your hands through to the sides of the thighs, or if you can get behind, get a hold of behind. You're going to use your arms and your core and your exhale to lift you up more. So take a breath in here and then a breath out as you lift. Not too high, just somewhere you can maintain it. Right, you're going to try and stay with this lift as you take your arms, your hands back behind the head, stay lifted, and then come down. Right, we've got 4 more of those. Just do the exact same. So lift up, Take the hands through. Core and exhale and arms lift you up. Keep your lift as you slowly take your hands back behind the head and then come down. Right, doing that 3 more times. So lift up, taking the hands through, use your core, lift yourself. Keep your lift as you take your hands back, slowly down. Right, 3 more. Exhale, lift, reaching through. Exhale, lift higher. Take the hands back. Come down. I think I might have done the count wrong. We'll do 2 more. So if you already know me, you already know that I can't count. So lift up. Taking the hands back. And then down. Right, last one. Probably if you're feeling it by now. Reach the hands through. Inhale, exhale, deepen. Take the hands back. And then back down. Oh, well, okay. Spot on. Right, we'll give that a breather as we come on to the front. Right. So, from here, if you just make your way onto your front, but beat your forearms. Okay. Right. Maybe I should have clipped my hair back, but never mind. Okay. So, from here, I want you to just let your belly be down on the mat. Beat your forearms, so elbows underneath the shoulders. And I want you to just scoop up to your knees. So scoop your belly up, exhale up to your knees. Remember that breathing. So breathing laterally into the sides. I'm gradually again just going to add stuff in. So from here, we're going to just literally hover up one forearm, take it down and then switch. Just noticing what that is doing to your hips. And make sure you're again keeping your hips nice and stable. If you want to add in from there, you're going to lengthen your arm forwards. Still trying your best to keep your hips stable. Maybe just play around with coming out to the sides. Lengthen on a kind of a slight diagonal. Make that even. And then take a little breather. Should be feeling this now. Okay, now we're going to do the legs. So lift back up, scoop your belly up, make sure you're still breathing, and just kind of lengthen, tap the toes down, and then, well, you're kind of just lifting the knee up basically. So straighten out the leg, hook the toes under, and then release. If you want to lift the leg up completely, that's the next one. And if you want to send the leg off to the side, that's the next one. Just keep yourself nice and stable. You're not twisting through your hips. You're not leaning, etc. Right, just making that even. And then make your way down. Okay, right, next progression. So anytime I go through this, if you want to stick with what we've done previously, that's totally fine. Okay, from here, we're going to scoop back up to the knees. And you can either do this one at a time. Again, I'll get to that progression. So you're going to go left arm out the side. Take it back in. Take the right arm out. Take it back in. Then go left leg. Back in. And then right leg. Back in. Just keep moving through this. I'm just going to cue. So as you're coming out, remember, just make sure that you're not leaning your weight over to one side. You're keeping yourself really fixed to the center. You want to try, you might find it helps, you might not. You're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg. Sometimes doing opposites, do this, helps you to be centered. So you're evening it out kind of. Right, make that even. And then just ease it off. Just take a little breather. Right, we're going to go through that again. So you can either leave it there if this is enough, or if you want to try it again, we'll give it one more go. Okay, so making your way back down onto your back, interlocking the fingers, taking the hands behind the head. Oh no, I've just remembered I did that other one first. My bad. Right, dead bug first. So bring the legs up, arms in line. You're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg, and back up. Keeping the control here. You might find this is a little bit easier compared to the other two, but you should still be working. The aim is we're not arching the back. We're using the core to bring the opposite leg and opposite arm back in. Got a little bit of coordination going on as well. Right, just make it even for each side. And then rest it down. Okay, when you're ready, interlocking the fingers, take the hands behind the head. We'll do 5 in total. I'll remember the count this time. Breathe in as you at the bottom. Breathe out as you lift. Bring your arms through. Use your core and your arms to lift you up. Stay with your lift as you take your hands slowly back. And then when you're ready, come down. 4 more. Lift it up, exhale. Reaching the arms through. Core and arms lift. Take the hands back. Make your way down. 3 more. Exhale, lift. Hands through. Arms, core, exhale, lift. Taking the hands back, keep your lift. Coming back down. Last 2. Exhale, lift. Arms through. Arms lift. Exhale. Keep your lift as you take your hands back. Coming down. Last one. Exhale, lift. Take the arms through. Arms, core, lift, exhale. Arms through. Keep your lift. And back down. Well, okay, right. Last time. Spin round on your front. And then we'll be done after this, promise. Unless you want to do it again, you can replay it back. You can do 4 rounds if you want. Okay, right. So, at your forearms, scoop in your belly under, lift up to your knees. Okay, go with what you feels best. So if you want to just do the hovers, you can do the hovers. If you want to give it a go, lengthen out one arm, then the other, and then one leg, and then the other leg. You want to try opposites, go into opposites. Make sure that you're breathing still. Make sure you're keeping tucked under, keeping moving. Remember to take a breather when you need it. Just make sure that your form's right first. Remember, you should be still breathing. Obviously, I'm talking through this. I'm still trying to breathe too. But don't forget to breathe. Right, just make that even for each. And then just ease that off. Well, just melt your belly down to the ground. And we'll just take a little bit of a stretch. So just taking the forearms down, the elbows underneath, and just kind of create a dragging action as you open out the chest. Should feel it a little bit through the core, and maybe it's a little bit through the lower back. If it's just feeling too much for you right now, you can just literally lie in your front, bringing your palms down, and then your forehead down as well. If you're fine here, that's fine. Stay here. A couple of breaths. And we'll go back. And that's you all done. Hope you found that helpful. Hope you found it tough. Give us any feedback that you want, if you want different ones, and I'll see you soon.